Hello and welcome to Legends of Grimrock the Second with Meta 3OS. It's been asked of me to play this game for quite some time now, but I only just recently managed to obtain it. And I did play through some of it already, and I'm glad that I did. The reason for that is to be explained as I click new game. It's about the difficulty. As you remember, we played the first game on the highest difficulty with old school mode also enabled, and I'm not sure how many times we died. Not too many, I'm willing to say. The thing is that I tried doing this in this game as well, and I also made a bunch of farmers for farmers as a class, which we'll talk about in a minute. And it just takes too long to kill fucking anything because your farmers deal 1 damage a piece. And this game actually has boss fights, and I played with my farmers up until the first boss fight, and the boss fight took me 16 minutes of swinging my fucking branches at it, while dodging insta-kill attacks, because on hard you are basically one-shottable for the most part, with shitty characters, of course. And I assume that the game eventually brings much stronger enemies than what we fought. And I mean, I'm not playing this game because of the combat. Some people can enjoy it. Personally, I'm not a fan. So I'll just keep it on normal, because the difficulty only affects combat. I will of course create characters. Do I put in Iron Man mode? Probably not. I mean, this is a playthrough. Previously we played without map. I'll try playing with map this time. So it's more or less a casual let's play, you could say, this time around. I just remember that I need to import portraits for my character, so I'll do that before we proceed. Okay, there we go. My 4 portraits are ready for action. We will go through races and the classes in a moment. Or 2 moments, because I keep lying to you. So you can choose out of 5 races. They added a 5th race, Rattling, which was not in the previous game. I made 4 Rattling farmers who had 6 strength each. It was terrible. As I said, I was doing 1 damage a piece, and it took me fucking 15 minutes to kill the first boss. So I'm probably not going to do that. Are we purists? Do we just do human playthrough? Nah. I mean, it doesn't matter what I make them. It's just going to be the portraits doing the talking, and not the character class or anything else. I will try to make it just a party that will manage the combat, simply put, as quickly as possible. So semi-optimized. I will make a Minotaur Barbarian, lastly, because Minotaur have lots of plus strength, and Barbarians have a huge amount of health and extra strength per level. Meaning I probably will also take Headhunter on him. Do I take Weapon Spec to not miss as much? I will take Endurance to eat less. No, Weapon Spec is good. So that's then again, it only gives you 7, and a single point in accuracy gives you 10. Which I need to spend immediately. Single point accuracy, single point heavy weapons should be good enough. I will call you Northwest. No, I should. Let's not do it as half-assed. Let's call you Bill. You'll be Clem. And Clem will be a human, and a human knight at that. Fighters have lesser cost for extra attacks, half the time to build up and cost less extra energy. But from what I've seen, using extra attacks is doubtful at best. So, but knights give you protection, which is basically armor, and equipped armor is reduced in weight by 50%, and evasion bonus of equipped shields is increased by 50%. So, a good frontliner who stands there and takes a beating. Your traits will be... Do we take fast learner? I don't know if it's worth it. I'll take skilled and... all of these basic ones are probably not worth it ever. Endurance? Carry more shit. Yeah, because you will be carrying shit as well. I will make you into light weapons. You will also start researching... Yes, I said researching armor, and you have one more point because you are skilled. Another extra point will go into... Do I want accuracy on you as well so that I miss less, just in general? Or do I take... or do I take athletics so that you get hit less? Actually, let's take fast learner. You will need lots of points. A good accuracy score is decent to have. Link will pop bitches. Link will be a rattling rogue. Plus 1% chance per level to score a critical hit with missile or throwing weapons. Yeah, I'm going missile weapons with him. Although I might need to start with throwing. What does fucking willpower even do? Energy, so worthless, completely worthless. Let's have Link mutate. One of your attribute scores chosen randomly increases by 1 when you gain a new level. That's good. And let's give you something else that's decent. I mean, I might need to give you endurance because I don't know how much food is there in the game. All it does is increases the damage of throwing weapons and missile weapons. Okay. I'll give you alchemy. Because our last person... How the fuck was she called? I don't remember, so her. You'll be a insectoid wizard. Insectoid because they get the most willpower and lesser chance to injured body parts. The vitality kind of hurts. But insectoid also has another reason behind them, and that is chitinous armor, which gives you 10 protection, as opposed to just 5 from this shit. So, free protection, right? And you will also take endurance. So, since you don't need any accuracy on mages, and you don't need any strength on mages, it's willpower, vitality. Skills are very easy to figure out. Let's do fire magic at first, and let's do concentration. Is everything up and ready? Probably. Hopefully, for fuck's sake. Let's start the game. It will be nice to have a map. Yes, you could use pen and paper and draw it yourself, but I don't possess a pen or a paper. And there isn't any in the near vicinity either. Oh look, that's some random people because that's not our party. I was going to complain about the intro, the wind blowing in different directions than the banners are, but this is not this type of a channel. Wait, it absolutely is. And you probably should be panicking if you are in such a situation. Stuck in a cage? Floating on a few pieces of wood? On few boards? If those boards give away, you all die. But it matters not, because we've reached Valhalla. Or some other random place. I choose to name this place Valhalla, though. Or are we actually... Was the place called Grimrock in the... Yes, it was. Okay, awesome. We are, as you can see, stuck in a cage with our 4 characters. Which one of you was the knight? You. And you have light weapons, yes. It took me a fucking ages to figure out how to get out of the cave. And yes, it might seem like the game is not grid-based, but it is absolutely grid-based. Link already has a rock to pop bitches with it. You can only go up until here into the water. And let's see this fucking map finally. It's pretty nice. It's actually really nice. Liking the looks of the map. That's a fruit. Let's give you a fruit. This is a new pair of pants for our knight, because the knight has 40 HP less than the Minotaur Barbarian. This helps. The stick is a light weapon and the bone is a heavy weapon. Now imagine if I was doing 1 damage a piece. Imagine if I was doing 1 damage a piece. That's farmers on hard. So that's why I just won't be doing that. And also the combat is definitely not the strong part of this game. Or actually that's an uneducated guess, but the guess is based on what the first game was. The combat in the first game was not a waste of... I don't want to call it a waste of time, but it wasn't engaging or exciting. Oh right, I didn't actually find the spell yet, so it's cheating. There was one more I could do, yeah. Just to make this go faster. And this extra spell I used is some sort of a shield thingy. I found it with the method of elimination. I still cannot fucking figure out what the first level frost or earth spells are. No, frost and... I think earth, yes. None of these make anything happen, so there must be something more to it. Because you can guess a spell as long as you have appropriate level to cast it. Skill level, of course, to cast it. You don't have to find a scroll. I reckon that you will find some scrolls before you are able to cast some spells, and some scrolls way after you are already able to. My reasoning is that if I'm a mage already, I should probably know those spells. So whenever I level up anything, I will just be standing in place and trying out spell combinations to get my levels up, to get my spells known. Press tab to access the map. Now the funny part is that they also tell you that if you don't have map enabled at all. If you have map completely disabled, they also tell you press tab to access the map. Just come on. Is that a spell? Okay, did I retrieve my darts? Yes, I did. And here is a letter for us. Dear visitor, welcome to my island. I hope your journey was not too detrimental to your health. I think you will find this island to be the most wonderful yet the most perilous place on Earth. I don't have high hopes about your survival, but maybe you can prove me wrong. Better equip yourself before the night falls. Yep, we will. You don't need protection. She needs protection. Clem needs protection. We go there later. We do this later. I know the first map pretty well. Having farmers means you have to explore every inch, and here is where you figure out the first spell. Having farmers means every inch of the map has to be explored before you have any hopes of fucking doing anything. Especially on hard. But maybe exclusively on hard. Just charge me, I don't really care. He would be attacking me about 3 to 4 times a second if it was on hard. That's the only change, really. And of course I would be taking 1,000,000 damage from each attack. X marks the spot. So farmers start with 30 HP plus their vitality times 5, meaning 60. If you don't invest in vitality, it's just 60. The next enemy that we will come across, and that's further just justifying why I chose to play on normal as opposed to hard. The next enemy that we will face did 33 with one attack that I didn't manage to dodge. And dodging is more or less sidestepping and circle strafing around people, just as it was in the previous game. But sometimes you don't have the space to do that. For example here, if he lunges forwards at me and I'm not fast enough in withdrawing, I take damage. Also, here is another reason. Whenever these enemies are flanked, they fall backwards. But we should start considering murdering those bastards, really. Okay, he will lunge. And now we have 2 of those idiots. See, 12 is not 33. If you are fast enough on your WASDs, you can strafe around them, force them to move backwards every time. I mean, yeah, there is some appeal in this combat, just not to me. For me, it's reflex-based, not tactics-based, because I don't see any... It's not gloating, I hope. I don't want to gloat, so I should rephrase what I'm trying to say, because that's completely not my intention. But once you figure it out, how to deal with with a special enemy, with a certain enemy type, it all comes down to WASDs. And I enjoy figuring stuff out, and figuring stuff out in this game is easy. When it comes to combat, puzzles will probably wreck me, and that's my hope, that they will actually wreck me. A peasant's hat. There you go, Clem Clem. They don't react as fast on normal. I mean, this is not exactly what I would call exciting combat gameplay. Wait, does this game not have music? I will fix it momentarily, kind viewer. Actually, I'll fix it once. I will save the game at the crystal. Our old friend, the portal. Windgate Terminus West. Windgates for everyone, Terminus. Aren't you excited about that? No, I'm not. No, I'm really not. It's a good show, though. And for anyone and everyone who didn't get the reference, it's about Walking Dead. Decent show. They are going places with it. So we have a key and a dagger and a healing potion. I'm not sure if it's just a thing in this game that pressure plates have to only be activated once, or is it just in this starting area that it is so. The reason why I switched from throwing weapons is because throwing weapons are plus strength, and sling is a missile weapon, which I already get bonuses 2 damage from, and it also uses plus dexterity, and Ling just happens to be dexterity based. If I will switch, you can see it's 719 over here, it's 1.5 on darts. There is a difference. I know it can be difficult to fathom, but there is indeed a difference. $11 damage. Miss, 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 even though everyone has points on accuracy. As long as they don't die, I'm fine, but it looks like Bill is getting wrecked over here. Come on. Retrieve my rocks. And what have we here? We have a wooden box with a shovel inside, with a smoked sea bass, with a note saying, "At the lone oak, in the shadow of the blue light, I buried it," and a scroll of poison cloud. Right. I never actually looked at it, so that's the earth magic one. And a rapier. Rapira. Rapira is a strength weapon and a light weapon at that, which also happens to have plus 10 accuracy. So 3 to 9 changes into 720, extra accuracy at that, a huge upgrade. And it's also a quest item. Because, as you can see over here, now I'm all ballsy and stuff because I played through this area once already. We will be blindly stumbling later. The second most precious thing in life for a seafaring captain is his sword, because without it he cannot command his crew. Thus, upon losing his weapon somewhere on Shipwreck Beach, he lost what is most important to him, the respect of his crew. Now, here is where you can put the sword and it opens the doors moving forward. But, as you perhaps remember, there was another statue like that before. Over here. And it opens another secret passage, which has a golden key inside of it. And the golden key goes into the golden doors. Over there. Do I want to open these golden doors? I think golden keys can be used on future golden doors as well. So I might be a scumbag and keep it. Anyhow, the note mentions at the lone oak in the shadow of a blue light. You dig. We got an Embalmer's Robe, protection +2, vitality +1, which gives Clem some much needed hit points, and a healing potion. Clem leveled up. And now that I can save the game at a Crystal of Life, I will enable some music. If you watched my stream in the last week or so, you will recognize this, the music used immediately.
Find me still searching for someone to lead me. Can you guide me to the revolt inside me? Promise surviving the breach. Promise surviving the breach in the sky.
So, ice spell should be bottom right, but that didn't work. Level 1 ice spell cannot be bottom right because it didn't work. But if fire is fire is top left, and then earth is bottom left, shock is top right, bottom right should be ice, except it doesn't work. Will I let's play the game from which the song came? Yes, but only after there are some mods to it. Water magic, there we go. I really want frost spells later, if there are any. And there probably are. Heavy weapons or accuracy? Neither. You go into armor as well. Do I retrieve my rock? Yes, I did. And another box, which has, yes, a gun in it, but I'm not using... The picture is misleading, I'm sorry, I lied. Link is not using a flint lock. Yeah, he kind of behaves pathetically. I agree, but this is normal. On hard, he would have turned around and one-shotted my frontliners. Just let him charge. Oh, he's not charging even. God damn it. I'll kill you in a moment. Out of energy, no! God damn it. Why did I... It has to be this one, though. I'll use some different music later. For now, let's do something relaxing. Right? Right. I really like the maps, how they are drawn. Oh, that's actually pretty fucking handy. It's actually really helpful, huh? The mummies drop nothing if memory serves me right. I require a key over here, and the key is over at this spot. Just double checking if there is anything I missed here. Probably not. Although possibly yes. God damn it. See, if we were playing on hard, I would have to kite them for a minute or two in order to kill them. Just move backwards every time, move backwards. We probably will still have to do that, but somewhat later than from the very beginning of the game. There is no man modding on hard at all. You just cannot. You just cannot do what I'm doing right now, just fight. And perhaps this is more boring for some, but having this fight drawn out for by an extra 2-3 minutes is, in my opinion, the worst idea. Drag a character around to change party formation. How about I don't do that? I feel like I'm missing some things because of the commentary, which is already of poor quality, but on top of that I'm missing stuff. Huh. See, this doesn't work. So what the fuck is the level 1 water spell? This fight took me 16 minutes on hard, by the way. That's the one. Just a sec, I'll disable the music because I'm not sure if the bosses have boss fight music. Also, I will disable it because you might not like it. You will voice your opinions in the comment section. I'll try something different after the boss fight. Ooh, Viper Roots. And yes, this game has boss fights. It has those two assholes which randomly appear around you, but in a preset direction, with a preset facing. So all you have to do is just keep moving around. It's circle strafing to the max. They also have ranged attacks, but they cannot turn. And they don't share hit points, so each one of them has... This is 2 health bars being brought on top of one another. Now, after you kill the first one, it's a much easier fight. Just keep moving around and stay away from the walls. But that's true for every fight in Grimrock. Don't be encumbered also. But that's again true for every fight in Grimrock. Now I want to see if you at any point go towards here, you are dead. If you are here, you're just dead. Stay within those 12 squares in the middle. This square is death, this square is potentially death as well. Just always have 3 ways to go. And there has to be another rock somewhere. There it is. Victory.